All right, so here we have day, I don't know, go ahead and do the math. I don't know what it is, of lockdown. Today was a little bit less of lockdown. I had to make a couple errands. One of them was to go pick up more kava, where it was nice. I did get to see my friends, of course, from the 6 to 8 feet that I recommend, or that I try to abide by. Then we got to see some of our friends. And sometimes it can be a little bit bittersweet, seeing them, but not being able to be any closer than 6 to 8 feet is kind of rough. Especially since I used to not be a hugger, and then, well, things change. But, overall, getting glimpses of my friends, I think, is positive. That's what I like to call it, glimpses. I don't know if I said that in previous videos, but when a friend will stop by to bring me something and I get to see them for just a few moments from 60 feet away, it's a glimpse. It's a glimpse of reality that used to be, that is no longer. I just wish our government acted responsibly and would act responsibly in a way that that we can stop the spread. We know how to do it. Look at South Korea. Look at Iceland. Look at what they're doing. But instead, we have this patchwork of disastrous states and municipality responses. It's insane. The idea that we don't have enough masks. Most days I'm like, I'm not afraid. And, generally I'm not afraid to the fears I had as a kid. Like those are gone. Those have come and gone. Because I don't need that anymore. But some things like the agoraphobia have hardcore set in. Like, it freaks me out to leave the house. It freaks me out just not being outside. Obviously I'm outside now, but I'm in my backyard. So let me all show you my garden. Hopefully it'll show up here. There's my garden. Son of a bitch. Sorry, still new at this. So there's my garden. It is 8 feet by 8 feet. I was super excited that I got this thing nice and built. Then I realized, how am I going to get things that are in the middle of 8 feet? So, a couple different options. One, cut it in half, but then I only have 4 by 4. That's not very, I guess 4 feet by 4 feet. Anyway, so, I've got projects. I got stuff for my chicken coop. Sorry, I'm sure that looked terrible. I really hate bad lighting and I really hate bad camera work, but I'm learning. I really need to learn. My best friend is Midian, so he used to be a professional wrestler in the WWE. Well, it was WWF at the time in the 1990s, and he's now a gourmet chef. He's the one who's famous for Naked Midian. who only wore like his hip pack that he still has to this day. Not that exact one, but he still wears a hip pack, or still has a hip pack to this day. Um, you know, I I just see. I just kind of lost track of thought. I got stuck up on the hip pack or the fanny pack. Um, oh yes. So basically, the idea is that hopefully, I will learn how to be in front of a camera as well as to edit. See what makes for a good show. See what makes for a bad show. And so one more thing I'm trying to learn: garden, coop, filming, editing. So this is what I'm going to do. And I think that's it for today's vlog. Day, you tell me, the CCP virus, Xi Jinping virus, or commonly referred to as Corona-19. That didn't even work. I swear to God, if I'm out, anytime I have to go to the frickin' store, I get a frickin' panic attack too. It's really not a good time for people with anxiety disorders. It's frickin' leaked. Okay. Better sign off. Whatever. Anyway, love to all. And everyone be safe. Remember, indoor is better. Do your part if you can, and stay indoors. There are people who can't, and treat them they're the front line. So you have ambulance, you have stuff like that, right? But then you have service workers who don't really make much money to begin with a lot of times. So treat them almost like first responders, because they're not, but they're in the front lines. So if you go into a place and you get something to go, make sure you tip them really, really well. I just left a $40 tip at the place I was just at, but they're my friends. They gotta get taken care of. All right, so looks like I'm at the 8-minute mark. And well, I think. Sorry, I hate bad lighting. I think that's gonna do it. Anyway, love to all, and watch if you watch, don't if you don't. But this is my story. Signing off. Have a good night.